If on that blank piece of paper you would write the words expanded form, the word expand means to, Keith Stewart, do what? Something expands, it grows, or gets bigger, however you want to say it. In math, when we talk about expanded form, we kind of mean this. Let's say you have 562. In expanded form, it means we take each digit apart and kind of say what it means, because this 5 doesn't just stand for 5 or something, because the place where it's at, you probably already know this 5 stands for 5 hundreds, and this 6 stands for 6 tens, and this 2 stands for 2 ones. And this right here is what the book is talking about when they talk about expanded form. And the book would like you, and I guess I would too, to make a connection between, especially with this, make a connection with this and money. Seems like most of us, we grow up using money. By the way, this doesn't work for all things that we do. Like they won't say use time to demonstrate this, because time is not a good one, because there's not 10 minutes in an hour, and there's not 10 hours in a day, and there's not 10 days in a week. It's all gobbledygooked up because you got 60 minutes in an hour and 60 seconds in a minute, blah, 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 blah. But money is nice because it's always in 10, so it works really well with this. And anytime you can think about money, and they will ask you to do that. They will ask you to do something like this. Where is it? They will say, maybe I don't know what they'll say. I'm going to find one here. They'll say something like this. How much money is 2 $100 bills plus 12 $10 bills plus 14 $1 bills? And you have to, let's write that down. How much money is, what did I say? I don't even remember. 2 $100 bills. You have 2 $100 bills plus 12 $10 bills. And the nice thing is we're actually, I don't know why, but we always seem to be real good at money. We can't do anything else, but it seems like when it comes to money, we understand it. And 14 $1 bills. And we have to do just a little bit of thinking here, because we don't write it out like this, do we? We don't go, well, there's 2 in the hundreds place, and then a 12 for the tens place, and then a 14 right there, because then we'd end up with 21,214. What do we do? Money. Why when, if you owe somebody $212, why don't you give them 212 singles? I mean, you could. Or when you go to the store and you buy, a pair of shoes, why don't you give them 10,000 pennies? Well, why don't we do that, Ben? Because
they get shortcuts like $5 bills and stuff.
Right, and we do that because by the time you went up to the clerk and actually counted out your 10,000 pennies, you would have wasted probably 3 hours of her time and 3 hours of your time to just work. So we condensed it down. So we always start here. We don't write 14 singles. The easiest way we deal with money in that is to do what? 14 singles is the same as giving somebody, right, the 4 singles, and then you carry, because 10 singles makes another $10 bill, right? So then instead of having, you can take away 10 of those, you're left with 4 $1 bills. That adds another one to this. Now you've got 13 $10 bills, but we won't do 13 $10 bills, because what big piece of money that I don't ever have is, if you have 10 $10 bills, how much money is that? That's $100 bills, so you can take 10 away from that, and you're left with 3 $10 bills, and you add another one to the $100 bills, so you have $334. And that's a lot like our money thing is. You know, probably an easier way to do this would be to just add it up. 2 $100 bills is $200. 12 $10 bills is $120. 14 $1 bills is $14 there, and you would end up with your $334. Now, unfortunately, money goes a little crazy when we start throwing $5 bills in there, or the proverbial $2 bills, which are always interesting, but we're not gonna deal with those. We're only gonna deal with the ones, the tens, the hundreds, and the thousands, or whatever it is. But the book likes to make you to make that connection there. I don't think there's. You know, they're gonna ask you questions like this: what number equals 3 tens? What would that be? What number is 3 tens? Well, if you have 3 $10 bills, you have how much money? Yeah, $30 or 30. So it's pretty simple stuff, don't you think?